So we have been expanding our global footprint in the last year, investing a ton in our Europe team, investing in APAC. What would you say you've learned the most in that expansion over the last year?
It's not easy. Trying to bring everything together to have consistent experiences for a brand it's tough. You can't always get the same product in the same region either. So you're trying to be as inclusive as possible with the products that you're working on without breaking the bank and making sure it gets delivered.
How does that culture and local culture have an effect on the way the brand experiences work?
It matters a lot. I think the stakeholders in India versus the stakeholders in Europe or the US, they all have different expectations, different brands they love. Making sure that you're thinking about those things when you're putting together a program is super important. You want to make sure that whatever you're gifting or delivering to your stakeholders is impactful and not, way off the mark.
We recently did a project for Uber. What were the key elements?
They wanted the kit to be very consistent, but we had to produce it quickly and in different regions. So, we're hitting North America, we're hitting APAC. It comes down to having people in each region on our end that coordinate very closely with our clients. So, there's a lot of calls, there's a lot of design work that goes into it. Make sure everyone's working in sync to make sure that whatever's getting produced is on par with everyone else. So, a lot of QC involved. You got to make sure that you're checking everything off and, making sure it's getting out the door.
Let's say we were going to try to produce everything in America and then do a global project without having the actual footprint we have now. What would that look like?
Yeah, I think for most people, it's produce the product here in the US and then ship it and hope it arrives. And as we all know in this industry, shipping stuff globally is extremely tedious. It's also extremely expensive. So your clients are burning money on customs and shipping fees that are absolutely unnecessary if you can source locally. There's also just a lot of waste too, like waste for the environment. You're flying stuff all over the world and that's not necessary, and it's also not good for everyone's future.